Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm bringing you my Season 1 playoffs predictions video. I kind of messed it up and I uploaded regionals yesterday when I should have uploaded Season 1 yesterday. I wasn't really too into paying attention. I just saw everyone tweeting about a fucking tournament. I was like, oh shit, regionals are already here. I thought it was, farther down. And then I realized they were talking about Season 1 playoffs. So, here is the Season 1 playoffs predictions video. I'll put the bracket on the screen. It's a pretty small tournament. There's only 8 teams, so it should get done pretty quick. I don't even know if they need the full 3 days for this. It might not even start. I don't know. Anyways, first round, Optic versus Rise. Optic should win that. They might not win it as easily as you would think, just because it's their first match. Sometimes they start slow, but they should still win that. I don't think Rise has what it takes to beat them. Next, we have FaZe versus Aware. Now, this, honestly, I think Aware's going to win this. Even though FaZe should win this and everything like that, that FaZe roster is just, they're not playing the way they should be playing. They're so good on paper. Like, if you just look at their roster and who they have on there on paper, and just be like, damn, like, that's a team that could beat Optic. But, man, they, like, hate each other, really. They have no chemistry. So, I mean, if they won, it wouldn't surprise me, but I'm going to pick Aware. I think Aware's going to win. Aware, that's basically the team that got second at Orlando and beat Optic, So, that's a good team, and people are going to overlook them. So, next we have Prophecy versus TK. I'm going to give it to TK strictly because Prophecy, this is a different Prophecy team than the team they're using for Champs, and it's basically, Embos for Parasite from the original Prophecy team, and I don't know, I feel like they probably haven't practiced with this team at all. Maybe like a couple days this week they're going to practice or whatever. So they're basically going in with no practice because I'm sure they've all been playing with their Champs teams, trying to make sure they qualify for Champs. So I don't really see them having too much practice going to this event. So and TK obviously has the same team for Champs as they do in this event. So they should be good, and I think TK should win that. Then we have Denial versus Envy. Now this is probably the most interesting matchup of the first round. These are the teams that made the trade. They thought they would get better with their trade or whatever. So far, Envy's honestly, this is another team. They're not as bad as FaZe, but they have a roster. I look at this roster, I'm like, yeah, this team could be Optic with this roster. And they haven't exactly played to their full potential online. Now they're going to go to LAN, and Saints is going to do his thing. Merc's going to get better on LAN. Now, it's really up to, Nameless and Zuma. If they can go off, Envy could probably win this whole event. But anyways, I'm going to predict Envy over Denial. I really like that Envy roster more than I like the Denial roster. Even though the Denial one has been playing slightly better online. We're talking about LAN here. So I'm going to give it to Envy. They do, out of all the players that are going to be in there, Saints is easily better than anyone that's going to be there. So, in that match. So, I like that Envy squad. I think they should be good once they get their shit figured out. So next round we're going to have Optic versus Aware. I don't think Optic's going to let Aware, beat them again. At this point, they'll already be warmed up after Rise, so they should take care of Aware pretty easily. Maybe 3-1, maybe 3-2. I don't know about 3-0. That's a reach. But next, we're going to have TK versus Envy. Now, I'm going to go with Envy. I don't think TK, they just don't have the raw. Like, there's no one on that team that I'm just like, damn, like, they're just going to drop 40 on you every map. You know what I mean, on TK. So, because of that, I can't really, Envy just, they got too much slaying for TK to keep up, in my opinion. So, that is going to lead us into a Envy and Optic winners final. Now, eventually, I think Envy, if they can continue getting better, they do have what it takes to beat Optic, but not at the current time. They don't. They're not ready just yet. They're getting there though. They are getting there. But Optic, they've had this team the entire year, no roster changes, nothing like that. They've got that team chemistry down, and that's a lot of these teams have just been made fairly recently, within the last month. So they got to get their shit together before they ever really have a shot of beating Optic. Now, that's going to take us to losers bracket. I'm not going to try to sit here and figure out losers bracket. It's kind of confusing. But I think either like FaZe or... See, I would say Aware. Aware's good enough to make it out of losers, but I feel like they're so young, they might just get discouraged once they lose and just kind of, get raped in losers. So I'm going to say either FaZe or FaZe, Envy, or Denial should make it out of loser bracket and go back to grand finals to play Optic. But honestly, there's no one in here at season 1 who's touching Optic. In my opinion, they're not ready. There's a couple teams like Envy, Denial, and FaZe. They eventually I don't know if Denial could. I just don't think they have enough slang to keep up. But Envy or FaZe, they definitely have the slang to hang. I don't know if they're ready yet. Those teams aren't fully, at their max potential just yet. So, anyways, that's pretty much it for my season 1 playoffs predictions video. Yeah, that's it should be this weekend. Should be cool to watch or whatever. And after that, we'll start getting it ready to watch champs. That's what I really want to watch. No one really gives a fuck about season 1 playoffs, in my opinion. That's another thing. I don't know how much effort's going to be put in at season 1 playoffs, to be honest, because the only tournament people care about at this time of the year is champs. So that's another thing to also keep in mind. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter, links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day, and peace out.